Good morning and welcome to Leon County Today with Sheriff Walt McNeil. I'm Shonda Knight. And Sheriff, 1 month out of every year, this uniform transforms.
Absolutely. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Leon County Sheriff's Office is all in trying to make sure we help this community. I'm so excited about the monies we've raised in the past.
Yes.
You're telling me this is our 9th year of doing it?
This is our 9th year of Patrol Stroll, yeah.
And so we've got to get ready for not just this year, we got to get ready for the 10th anniversary of making this happen. And Sean, I can't say enough about the staff of Leon County Sheriff's Office and the citizens who are engaged with us in this effort to try to tackle this huge problem in our community, not our community, just around the nation, right. Trying to look at breast cancer and get a cure for it. And that's what all these dollars go for. So if you're out there, get ready to come downtown for the downtown
Patrol Stroll? Yes, come and see all of your first responders dressed to the nines to benefit making strides against breast cancer. So that's happening this Thursday, 7 p.m. right outside the DoubleTree Hotel. So free and open to the public. We want everyone to come out. All right, so let's get on to today's topic. Today, you know, we're talking about our crime fighting efforts. And, you know, one of the things I've heard you say recently is, you know, crime has no borders.
Absolutely.
So we're really putting a focus on that.
Yeah, we've seen throughout our community for, you know, I've been doing this for 40-something years, and we continue to see that people are coming, primarily some drugs are being brought in from Atlanta through South Georgia into North Florida, and wreaks havoc in our communities in terms of people being shot and that sort of thing. And we've got to make sure we deal with those issues, not agency by agency, but in a way that we all are together, unified in an effort to address those problems so we can solve it here in Tallahassee, Leon County.
That's right. And today we have Sheriff Morris Young, Gadsen County Sheriff Morris Young, with us today to talk about some of those efforts. How important is that collaboration between agencies?
Shonda, it's everything. In my opinion, it's everything. If we're going to be successful, we have to deal with this not in a parochial kind of way, but from a regional perspective. And that includes not only ourselves, but our federal and state partners. And we couldn't do some of the things we do here in Tallahassee, Leon County without our state and local partners and the sheriffs around our region.
Yeah, and today we're going to really delve into that effort to talk about what that partnership looks like and what the community can do to help as well, because that's a big part of it.
It absolutely is, and I'm tickled. I spent some time in Gadsen County myself as the police chief over there, and excited about the opportunity to get Gadsen County more ingrained with the Leon County Sheriff's Office.
All right, well, be sure to stick around. Coming up after the break, Crime Has No Borders. We're going to talk a little bit more about our efforts to fight crime county by county. Stay tuned.
Good morning, I'm Deputy Davis Clark with Leon County Sheriff's Office School Resource Unit with today's Crime Tip Tuesday.
According to the United States Department of Transportation, over half of vehicle thefts are due to driver error, such as leaving your doors unlocked. When you arrive at your destination, park only in well-lit areas. Never leave your keys inside your vehicle once parked. Never forget to lock your vehicle's doors when exiting and let up the windows. Do not leave valuable items inside your car, especially where they are visible from the outside. Every time you park your car, make it a habit to check for items you shouldn't leave inside your vehicle.
And that's your crime tip. Have a great day.
Join us for the 9th annual Patrol Stroll All In for a Cure fashion show. October 16th, watch your favorite local first responders walk the runway. This event is benefiting the American Cancer Society's Making Strides Against Breast Cancer. Free and open to the public, join us this Thursday at Ponce de Leon Park at 6 p.m.
Hey everybody, it's gonna be just plain hot out there.
In 70-degree weather, it takes only minutes for the inside of your car to heat up like an oven. At 104 degrees, heat stroke begins, followed by loss of consciousness. Every year, almost 40 children die of heat stroke after being forgotten in a vehicle. A simple change in daily routine is often the cause. Look before you lock. Brought to you by Kids in Cars.
Another teenager, victim to fake pills. That smells like big crime that needs to be stopped. Before buying pills online, think about this. Should buying prescription pills be this easy? Did you know that fake prescription pills may contain fentanyl, and an amount small enough to fit on the tip of a pencil can be lethal? Before buying pills from social media, think again. Learn more at mcgruffpsa.org and go for real.
Welcome back to Leon County Today. Law enforcement doesn't stop at the county lines, and neither does crime. That's why partnerships between neighboring agencies are more important than ever. Today I'm joined by my friend and colleague, Gadsen County Sheriff Morris Young. Sheriff, let's start with the big picture. What's the reason for our being concerned about the borders of Leon County and Gadsen County?
Well, you know, Sheriff, when you look at it, crime doesn't have borders.
Absolutely.
Of course, our criminals, they don't see where, they stay in one place. And so what we got to do in law enforcement is make sure that, we have policies and laws in place to keep us within a jurisdiction. And criminals doesn't.
They don't pay
And so what we got to do as leaders is make sure we bind together to stop crime, to keep our citizens safe. And of course, we've seen how drugs move around. You mentioned from the southern border all the way down to Atlanta, and we see it where it spreads into Leon County, Gadsen County, and other communities around this region. And so we got to continue to work to make sure that we stop crime, work in precision, so when they commit crime, we're there to stop it. And when criminals know that law enforcement is doing their job and doing it together, they're less likely to commit crimes.
Why is it, with the fact we share these borders, why is it so crucial, though, that we not only the Leon County Sheriff's Office and Gadsen County Sheriff's Office, but about our other partners, the Fed and state agencies, what role do they play in trying to make sure we fight this crime?
Well, we just experienced a shooting in Gadsen County, and of course, I saw where the collaboration between state law enforcement, local law enforcement, other entities within Gadsen County, and then Leon County Sheriff Office, Tallahassee Police Department. We came together and we made sure that with precision there again, we solved that crime within a week. And so I think, when criminals see that we are working together, like I said, they are less likely to commit crimes. And I think with this partnership with you and I, we've had a long standing of being partners in law enforcement for years.
Yes.
When you was at Tallahassee Police Department, and of course you was police chief there in Quincy, and now sheriff in Leon County. And so we want to just continue the partnership to where we know that we're doing what we're supposed to do to keep our citizens safe.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the technology and some of the assets we have in law enforcement. We've got our helicopters, we put aviation unit out there. Talk to our audience about how important it is that we're engaged with you all and how we can utilize those helicopters.
Well, you did, and of course, there have been cases where, we had a manhunt just a year ago, and Air One was right there. And of course, when that particular guy, when he was captured, he talked about, I could outrun the police in the woods, but I couldn't outrun the helicopter. And so those assets are very, very needed in cases like that. And of course, it's a rural community. And so, Gadsen is one of those that we are physically constrained county. We don't have a whole lot of resources. Right. And so we have to, lean on our brother sheriff office, which is Leon County. And there's some others that we border that we lean upon too.
Yeah, we got about a minute left before the break, but talk to us about our real-time crime center. Have you all been able to, with the license plate readers we have on the highways, and how is that helping in Gadsen County?
We are up to about 50 cameras now, and of course throughout Gadsen, and we're looking at more. In the next year we'll have a new sheriff office and a real-time crime center to tie into Leon County's real-time crime center. And so the technology that's coming available is going to give us more precision to really keep up with the criminals around Gadsen. And of course, when they leave Gadsen just the other night, I was listening to my radio, and there was a high-speed chase coming out of Leon County. He ran into Gadsen. And of course, we was right there, and he come back into Leon County. And so, you know, just that collaboration right there
Makes a difference.
and that was just real time.
Yeah.
And of course, he was captured.
Hold that thought. When we come back, we'll talk more about how partnerships expand through initiatives like Deputies Without Borders and how regional teamwork helps us make North Florida safe. Stay tuned.
An email from the post office. How do they even know my email address?
They don't. This is a bogus email sent by scammers that looks like it is coming from the Postal Service, or even the Postmaster General himself. The email contains fraudulent information about an attempted or intercepted package delivery, and provides a link to click on to find out when delivery is expected. But that click can activate a virus, which can steal personal information such as usernames, passwords, or financial account numbers stored on the computer or mobile devices. Here are some telltale signs that an email is bogus. It contains poor grammar or spelling errors. It states that immediate action must be taken or there'll be dire consequences. It requests personal information under the guise of reconfirming information. The Postal Service does not notify customers about package delivery attempts by email. If you receive such a message, don't open it. Instead, forward it to spam@uspis.gov and then delete the email.
I'll be here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side. By your side. And every day is a different day. Everything isn't everything. Even when you think things can never ever be the same. Don't be scared of the world, I'll be here to stay. By your side. Even when your heart ain't listening, or your mind takes you a different way, towards a different path. All you gotta do is sit and ask. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
When the adults in a child's life talk early and often about the dangers of underage drinking, the message gets stronger every time.
I'll be by your side.
Talk. They hear you.
Human trafficking is slavery.
And it happens all over America.
Any child, any woman, any man could potentially become a victim of human trafficking.
I am a victim of labor trafficking.
I was a victim of child sex trafficking, but now I own my body.
Human trafficking is any kind of forced labor.
It can happen to anybody.
I am a mother.
I am an author.
I am a son.
I'm an advocate.
I am an educator.
I'm a sister.
I am a brother.
I'm so much more than what happened to me. I am strong.
I am brave.
I am outspoken.
I am compassionate.
I am a survivor.
I'm a survivor.
I am a survivor.
I am a survivor.
I am a survivor.
I am a survivor of human trafficking.
Welcome back. We're continuing our conversation with Gaston County Sheriff Morris Young about strengthening regional partnerships in public safety. Sheriff Young, talk about how important it is to have an initiative that we have in Leon County called Deputies Without Borders. How does that help you in Gaston County, and how is it helping in our region?
Well, you know, there again, Sheriff, I'm so elated and thankful that we have that partnership. Our deputies are excited. I know that just today, some of our leaders met with your leaders about things that they can do, boots on the ground, and making sure that, you know, whatever happens in Gadsen, whether it's, you know, crime related or gang related, that we can mirror that information in Leon County. And so the more we know and are educated about some of the folk who commit crimes in Gadsen and of course cross that border, the better off for both agencies to solve these crimes in a timely manner.
Yeah, Sheriff Miller and in Wakulla County, we've done this a number of times with them in terms of Deputies Without Borders, had great success. We're hoping that we can continue that relationship with them, bring us all in together, along with our Highway Patrol. They are a huge part of what we do. But I just want to ask you as well, collaboration. how important is collaboration among not just you and I, but the entire region with all the sheriffs and all those agencies you talked about?
Yeah, you know, federal agents, I mean, you think about Gadsen, we border two Georgia counties. That's Grady County and Decatur County. And of course, we've had conversations with those sheriffs. And the more partnership, the better off we are as leaders to make sure that we are doing what we're supposed to do and initiate crime fighting issues to where we could make sure we keep crime down in our communities.
Yeah, Sheriff, you and I talked last week or so about your vision for how we can work more closely together. Talk more about that. How would you like to see Leon County Sheriff's Office, Tallahassee Police Department, Wakulla, all of us kind of come together to deal with some of these issues? I know you guys are building a new facility coming up here soon.
Yes, sir.
So how do you envision that partnership working?
Well, I think, you know, looking at the fact that, you know, meeting maybe on a weekly or monthly basis to where we can share that information about crime trends. And of course, you know, we got the dark web out there. And there are things that happening on the internet that most time in law enforcement we know nothing about.
Right.
And of course, if we keep an eye on not only just that initiative, you know, with you know, Facebook and some of those things that folk are talking about, because criminals use these assets.
Absolutely.
They use technology. Yeah. And I think the collaboration between the agencies, of course, go back to Gadsen, where we don't have a whole lot of resources, but when you're talking Tallahassee Police Department and Leon County Sheriff Office, you're talking about that regional concept to where, you know, they are the hub. And we're meeting, making sure that we're exchanging that information. So, you know, when somebody know that you're watching them in Gadsen County, and when they go to Leon County and they're being watched too, well, guess what? They're less likely to commit crimes. And this is what we want to do in that collaboration, is we want to make the criminal know that we're watching you, and if you commit crimes, we're going to come after you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, Sheriff, I can't tell you enough about how much I appreciate the job you do and the partnership we have. Just a hit in our deputy on duty, a local principal is working to give students a second chance, how she's teaming up with our council on the status of men and boys. After the break.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded. So let's make it clear. Vaping is not safe for youth.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals into your body.
And nicotine, which can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media,
many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping.
Because when you talk, they hear you.
At the Florida Sheriff's Association, we are able to serve our sheriffs and Floridians thanks to our member support. The FSA Member Perks program was created to give back to our members for all that they do. Members enjoy savings on restaurants, vacations, golf courses, car rentals, healthcare, movie tickets, theme parks, online shopping, and more. With over 300,000 offers, you'll always find ways to save. To learn more or to join the Florida Sheriff's Association, visit fsamemberperks.org.
Domestic violence knows no faith.
1 in 4 women experiences abuse in their relationship.
So most likely, there are victims of abuse in your congregation.
Don't think it doesn't happen in your church.
Or synagogue.
Or mosque.
Because it does.
It does.
It does.
Learn the signs of abuse.
And how to help victims.
Know the many resources available in our community.
End the silence on domestic violence.
Contact the Domestic Violence Coordinating Council or the Refuge House Hotline.
The drug landscape has changed. Illegal fentanyl has made its way into the drug supply. And it's a danger you might not see coming. A synthetic opioid up to 50 times stronger than heroin, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. It only takes the tiniest amount to cause a fatal overdose. A fraction of a raindrop, or 3 grains of salt. your drugs don't come with an ingredients list. Although fentanyl is being mixed into almost every kind of drug, you wouldn't be able to see it, or smell it, or taste it. Fentanyl is one of the most common drugs involved in overdose deaths. Know the dangers. Learn the facts about fentanyl and ways to protect yourself at cdc.gov/stop-overdose.
On this episode of Deputy on Duty, the Council on the Status of Men and Boys is collaborating with schools to provide students with a valuable second chance at life.
Our mission at the highest level is to develop interventions and solutions for individuals, men and boys, obviously, who have disparities as it relates to family, fiscal, community, resources, academically, socially, be able to understand those barriers and develop solutions and implement strategies to help reduce those things with the ultimate goal of curbing gun violence.
Partnering with schools such as the Gadsen Learning Center is essential for steering young men towards brighter futures through education, mentorship, and community support.
So the purpose of our school here at Gadsen Learning Center is to work with students 6th through 12th grade who are here for various reasons. Most of our students are here because they've gotten behind in their credit. So we work to get them caught up, and sometimes other students who are here, and that's mostly who our council and the status of Men and Boys work with. And those are students that have got expelled or in the process of expulsion from their home zone school, mostly due to gun issues, drugs, and then a lot of physical altercation type situations. And they're here for a certain amount of time. And while they're here, we work with them to try to teach them new strategies, help them.
Together, CSMB and the schools are making strides toward a safer and more connected community.
Working with the 2 navigators that we have, it helps us get our students resources. And so it's really adding that wraparound service that our students need, connecting school with the community resources.
I think our footprint is really strong, and the relationships that our navigators form are that of none other because they show up, they care.
Outside of the CSMB navigators, school resource deputies play a crucial role in ensuring students get the help they need.
Through our school resource deputies, they are like our extension on all of the campuses, and so they see things on a daily basis, and they make a lot of referrals. They connect with the teachers, so we try to always make sure through them and also through us that the leadership at those campuses know what the program is, what we do, and how they can connect with us.
Beyond the classroom, community events and DVCC rallies play a crucial role in raising awareness and providing resources for students.
Yeah, so my very favorite one is our domestic violence rally that we have in the spring, and that's always a great event. It helps our students understand the importance of safety in relationships and what is normal, what's not normal.
CSMB and the Gadsen Learning Center emphasize that community support is crucial and are dedicated to getting students the help they need.
So our team, our navigators are here almost every day working with some of those students who are not only adversely behind academically, but have been involved with the justice system already. And so we're here almost on a daily basis having those interventions. We support the school as much as we can.
The reward is simple: seeing the youth find their purpose and discovering new possibilities.
So for me, to see a young man make it, whether he was having issues, whether he'd been involved with the justice system or not, the young boys that live in some of our zip codes are just adversely at higher risk. And so when I see young men graduate high school or get their first job or have had some trouble with law enforcement, and then here we are 6 months to a year later, and they're graduating, they're starting a trade or whatever it is, and they've not been back involved, makes it all worth it.
If you'd like to support the CSMB, go to their website today at www.councilmenandboys.org. For Leon County Today, I'm Giovanni Hampton.
I'm a firefighter.
A teacher.
I'm a farmer.
I'm a barber.
A waitress.
A mom.
We're all part of your community.
Every day we move in and out of each other's busy lives.
It's easy to take for granted all the little moments that make up our everyday.
Some are good,
others not so much.
But that's life.
It's when you experience a moment of uncertainty, something or someone's behavior that doesn't seem quite right.
These are the moments to take a pause.
Because if something doesn't feel right, it's probably not.
It's not about paranoia
or being afraid.
It's about standing up and protecting our communities.
One detail at a time.
Because a lot of little details can become a pattern.
We
trust our instincts.
Just like you should.
Because only you know what's not supposed to be in your everyday.
So protect your everyday.
If you see something suspicious, say something to local authorities.
A 19-second conversation with a stranger online can put your child in danger of being exploited or abused.
Talking to kids about online safety can protect us for a lifetime. Don't wait. Talk to us today.
Download the Leon County Sheriff's Office mobile app right now. Our mobile app makes it easier than ever to report a crime and get important safety alerts. And follow reported crimes in your neighborhood, all in one convenient location in the palm of your hands. Download LCSO Connect right now. It's free in the Apple App Store and Google Play by searching LCSO Connect. You can more details about the features of the app on our website, leoncountyso.com.
Welcome back to Leon County Today with Sheriff Walt McNeil. And Sheriff, as we wrap up today's show, I'm really seeing how Council on the Status of Men and Boys is getting into these spaces that's really needed.
Absolutely. I am excited about, have been from the first day we put the council together, but I'm seeing that momentum start to swing. I'm seeing some lives being touched. Our call-ins are going really great. I think we had something about 40 people at our last call-in for the council. So we're starting to have that impact we like to have in our community to get these kids off the streets and into jobs. And that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. And then having Sheriff Morris Young come on and saying, let's strengthen this partnership even more is really exciting.
Yeah, we're going to do some great things. I can tell you that the police department, FHP, and our other sheriffs, we're going to do some great things in our community. Right. They are absolutely all in.
All in indeed. And we want to, really emphasize, of course, this is the law enforcement effort, but everybody plays a role. They see something, say something. Our community has to get involved too.
Absolutely. We're counting on our citizens. Always do.
All right. All right. Thank you, Sheriff. And we want to thank you all for joining us for another episode of Leon County Today. We'll see you back here next week.